We live.
Are we live?
Yes, sir.
See, I can't see it on my end. Hello, everybody. It's been a crazy last hour with this podcast, so we do apologize. We have a show this evening, tribute to our queen, and we have some of her students, some people to come in and say a few words. Carlos and myself, we couldn't make it because we were in Columbus, Ohio, at one funeral. So I say this is our goodbye.
All right. That was a good video. Hello?
I don't know what's going on.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. I don't know what's going on, Carlos. We got kind of voodoo stuff going on here. All right, let's get our first guest here while we got this thing going. All right, please say your name and tell how long you've known Queen and what she means to you. I mean,
Anyone? I'll start. I'm
yeah,
Conchita,
you're right.
and I first met Sheila. Actually, I was at a women's retreat, and show a couple of dances. And then I got one of the cards, and this was back in 2013. And then after that, I think maybe about a month or two later, I went to the classes. And what really impressed me about her was she was so friendly and welcoming the first time I ever came. So she said, "Hello, princess." And I thought she was talking to somebody else, but she talked to me just like she had known me for years. And I felt very welcome. One of the reasons I came to the class was because I wanted some kind of an outlet and to meet some people. I was new to the Tampa area, and the only people I knew were the ones I worked with, and I didn't want to see them on the weekend too. So I started coming to the Line Dance Connection. I met a lot of nice ladies. Some came, some went, and we always had a good time. We went a lot of places. We went to South Carolina. We went to Alabama. We went to Georgia. Different groups in the Florida area, and Sheila was always traveling, and you could try to keep up if you wanted to, but I think she had more energy than most of us. But it's always been a good experience with her.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Like that. And like I said, we appreciate those moments with her. We're going to move on to the next person. Who's next down here next to her? I do believe, yeah, we're going to get you out here, Mel. We're going to be slick. Mel is a wonderful person, I tell you. This podcast is moving slow because there's so many people on here, so I see what's going on now.
Yeah. Okay.
Very slow. Where Carlos at? Carlos, you might have to take him out, bring him back in. Did Carlos get off the podcast? Oh, there we go. All right, Melva, where you at?
Okay. Hello, Mr. Charles, and you're a wonderful person as well.
Are you there?
So my name is Melva. I've been a member of the Line Dance Connection since about 2018. If you can hear me? Can you hear me?
Slow.
Oh, you can. Oh. Mr. Charles, can you hear me?
Who is that, Melva?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
You're kind of frozen. Go for it. Go for it. This thing is so
Am I frozen?
I'm still to me. Probably there you go.
Okay.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay, like I said, my name is Melva. Okay. Hello, everyone. Like I said, my name is Melva. I've been a member of the Line Dance Connection since about 2018, 2019. And I'm wearing green because that's Queen's favorite color. So just wanted to give her a shout out for that. I've been supporting the podcast since Queen started. And I just want to say, Mr. Charles and Carlos, I really appreciate you continuing because Queen would be so grateful that you're continuing her legacy. I met Queen, like Conchita says, very welcoming, very welcoming. She treats you like your family. And I miss her and I appreciate her so much. She was funny and she was just awesome and I miss her dearly.
You know, I met you at her last because we've always been going back
Yes.
and forth, and you've been on this podcast on here, and we didn't get a chance to tell everyone.
Yes.
200. Okay.
Yes.
200
200 episodes. She would have been so proud.
And
Yes.
think about
Yeah.
Yeah, think about that, And like you said,
Mhm.
this is in her honor, and everybody to
Mhm.
know what does 200 mean of anything. What will say he's on his like 22nd. This new
Wow.
and his
Yeah.
new
This is
podcast. He's doing
amazing.
100. That's
Mhm.
only been on here for like
It's amazing.
2.5 years. And yeah,
Mhm.
just to going back, the love that she body. I always told her she's better than what she thinks she is. She makes a big impact. I never thought that and of course read her bio and she's just a wonderful person. So
Very much so.
anything. When did
Very
you
much
meet her?
so.
When did you meet her?
It's about 2018, 2019. A friend introduced me to the
When
class,
did you meet her, man?
and I couldn't dance. And like I
Uh-huh.
said, Queen was so welcoming. I just loved her. And she showed me, and I started from not knowing to now I can pick up the steps so well. So, but yeah, she just took her time. Like Conchita said, she welcomes everyone. Everyone. She was just an awesome person, and will be
Just
missed dearly, dearly. Yeah.
no. And I'm hoping and praying that this video is still uploaded with all the people on here. So what we're going to do, if speak, we're gonna have you guys log out. So that way, hopefully we'll have more stream power because it looks like it's just kind of everything's
Yeah.
going slow.
You
That's
can
on
just put me
Facebook
back
and
in the
just checking
background.
towards and stuff.
Yeah. You can put me in the
I'll put
background
you
and
in the
bring
back.
someone else out.
But when you're back there, you're on the podcast and it's kind of slow.
Oh, I see. I
So what
see.
we're going to do, like,
So just
yeah,
get rid
because
of
it's
me.
still like, see, I can't even. No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. We're talking about me and Barbara. When it just get gone, and you just gone and stuff.
That's right. Gog
But the
me
more
out.
power we have, the less. No,
Yeah.
you've
So
been
yeah, just put
wonderful.
me out and
Thank
I'll get on
you. You've
YouTube
been
and
so
continue
wonderful.
watching. Okay.
All right. All right. All right. So we have one another, her friends. What they go? Is it Diane? And then I'll get you Earl and Alexa in a
Yes,
minute.
yes.
Hang in there. Marvin won't even kick you off. You know that's bad. She probably just logging out. And that way we have more power. And just go log in on Facebook or either. Going so slow. Well, it was a great concept. We were trying,
Mhm.
but it doesn't look like it's working.
Mhm.
Oh, they say they're having a storm there. Okay. All right, Diane, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can. Can
Can
you
you
hear
hear me,
me?
Diane? Oh, yes, ma'am.
Yes, I
Somehow
can.
you're
Can you
not
hear
popping up
me?
on the screen. I got you. So go ahead and tell us your story, if you don't mind.
Okay, my name is Diane. My name is Diane, and I met Queen about 7 years ago, and she came to a gospel play that I was in. And I was really at a low point in my life when I first started going to line dance class. But like everybody else says, she was so welcoming. She was so inspirational to me. She was very close to my heart, and I truly miss her. Um, she taught me a lot. I didn't know how to line dance, but she told me to keep on, and I would learn. I thought I had two right foot. And she was like, "No, you just keep going, and you will learn." And I did. And she had also let me know that everybody just don't learn the same way. Some people learn one way, some learn another. Some may do in a week. I may take me a month. But she was so encouraging to me, and I mean, calling me and checking on me, and she's just was a very awesome queen. She was my queen, and I truly love her, and I really I miss her, but I thank God for allowing her to come into my life to make my life better. I truly thank God for that, and for her understanding me as a person and what I was going through. She really helped me a lot, and I truly thank God for her. And I truly miss her
Amen.
very much.
And there's a reason why I call her Queen,
That's
And for the
that's the
people that
reason why
don't
she
know
was a
her, you're
queen.
right.
Yeah, she was a queen.
That's the
Yes, she
reason why she's a
was.
queen.
Mm.
That's her.
I'm sorry, I
Never
don't
be
mean to get
forgotten.
so
That's why we talk.
emotional.
Oh, I talked to we laughed. I told her I'm tired of that video and crying. So I'm gonna keep looking at it. That way when I play it, if it does play, then I'll be cried out. I hope. But no, it's tears of joy.
Yeah.
Joy. And I hope everybody can. I just was
Yes, it
told that
is.
to just lay on my hand. Is this lay on my hand? See, Carlos. Everybody seen Carlos?
Right now.
Well, thank you. And I know the love
Okay,
is
thank
definitely
you.
there for her. I mean,
Oh, yes,
she's
it
like I
is.
said, heaven's.
And good night. Have a nice night. Having smiling.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
So what we're going to do, because we're going to get being downloaded yet, so we're going to move on to Earl and Alexa. Alexa wants to know how Alexa want all those trivia questions. Let everybody know how she cheated. She didn't cheat. She's just paying attention. Diane on here, and I'm trying to Alexa see this is just how slow it is. This is as slow as I ever seen. It got half of
Can
that.
y'all
Button down if you're still on there.
can you hear me?
This is crazy. I'm like frozen. You there, Carlos? I might have to get back. Is he frozen too? Carlos, am I frozen? He's frozen. Alexa. There you go. Thank you, Barbara. That way you have more power, more juice. You're not on here yet, Alexa? Oh, I got to put you back in here. This thing is... we had problems. They didn't want me to be administrator today, so
Can you hear me? I can see you and hear
hour
you.
ahead of time. So I'm trying to get Alexa in here. I'm trying. You know that too, Earl.
Can you hear me?
That's
Hello?
what I'm trying to get with Carlos and see if he could do it faster.
Can you hear me?
Somebody just get on. Hang in there, calling Barbara. Alexa, you should be on now. Say something.
Hello?
Can't hear you? I can't hear you. She is there, but you can't hear her. Bad connection. She's back doing that. We can see her. Okay, so now you went out. Let me try to get you back in.
Hi, can you hear me?
Hold on a second. Try to bring you back in here. All right. Now, me? Are you in here?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Alexa? Hello?
Yeah, I hear
Can
you,
you hear
Alexa.
me? I can hear you. I can
I
hear
hear you,
you.
Alexa.
Alexa?
You can hear me? Okay.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Now my other Alexa.
Are you back? I can't hear you. There you go. Go for it, girlfriend.
Y'all just trying. Y'all are not trying to let me be great today since I'm on the platform. So I want to say hello. So hey everyone, and I want to say thanks to Mr. Charles and Carlos for having me on. I guess the third time's a charm, and I won't be able to win trivia this week, huh?
Nope.
No.
Mr. Charles always
No.
So my story is going to be a little different. I know, right? So my story is a little bit different. I actually met Queen virtually first. I don't remember exactly when I started watching, but it was, of course, during the pandemic. It could have been about 6 months to a year in before I started watching the show consistently. We were all cooped up, so it was a great way to pass the time and not feel so isolated and to still be connected with the Line Dance family. So I was grateful for that. So we were connecting through various platforms since that was life back in the day anyway. So fast forward a few years, I actually eventually met Queen in person in December of 2022 at Ziggy's event in Texas. I don't think she realized I was the Alexa from the podcast, and I didn't present myself as such either. It was just a brief meeting, and in retrospect, I was kind of upset that I didn't get a picture. I've never been huge on pics. I'm still not, but I'm better at making memories now. So fast forward a little further into this experience. So through the course of watching the podcast, she eventually invited me to be in the, I think it was a year in review panel, December of 23, and then a guest in August of 24. So we kind of built a relationship that way. And, you know, behind the scenes, of course, in between of all that, winning all the trivias, you know, back and forth with certain things. So if anyone knows me, I'm super introverted, I'm super shy, and I'm more kind of behind the scenes type person. So to be invited on and to actually accept was a huge undertaking for me, but I did it for Queen. And I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
So I really continue to enjoy the podcast and thankful for her husband, along with you and Carlos, to keep it going. So I'm truly grateful for still having this platform and that it started with Queen and with her having us in mind, her Line Dance family. Now, can I go back now? I might be able to. No, we're not doing trivia today. If I get off, we're not doing trivia today.
No, you have anything for it, Carlos?
Don't y'all start.
Now, I was struggling just now on my laptop. I'm finally back on my phone, but yeah. No, I think Alexa actually like she's like a part of the show, not knowing she a part of the show, like third party almost, like, you know. And people, I think people look forward to trying to beat you at the trivia part. Because we were actually looking at parts of the show that we were keeping and parts of the show that we were getting rid of. And the trivia part was kind of one of those things, but it's like, it's kind of part of what we do. So it's kind of cool, you know, but it also forces people to pay attention too. So, you know.
It does. And it's fun. I enjoy it. You know, I enjoy it. So please keep that part.
Yeah. Sometimes we try to, because, you know, sometimes it takes a while. Go ahead.
I have a tip. I am on multiple devices. I will say that. That's all I'm going to say. I'm on multiple devices.
So you on your phone and your laptop? Okay.
No, you got to do what you got to do. That's not cheating.
And it's the same. Avis and them, they be on you though. They be on you, and that's the fun part of the podcast. Because like Carlos said,
you got me. One or 2 weeks, Avis got me. She got me. She beat me. But she's got an inroad though. She got her son on the show. You don't know if that question was already pre-planned. No, go.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I did ask you about being a female host. We try to get one male co-host just to get.
Oh, you're gonna do that? So, are we doing it like that now? Okay, you do.
That's what the
Yeah,
cue is
right out
for.
here so everybody can hear.
Interviewing.
Oh, so y'all gonna put me on the spot?
Right on the spot.
Sure.
Right on the spot. Good. Y'all hear that?
I mean, you got
She's
the
up
penthouse
next.
in the background.
Come on, look, you see Keely talking about, is she interviewing for a co-host spot? Look, she wants to make sure I'm on the screen so I can't win the trivia. That's what that is.
Hey, Carlos, since you back, you want to read some of the comments?
Sure. Oh yeah. Let's see what we got.
I go. You want to go backstage now?
Yeah. She ready to get off. Look, she's scared.
You want to leave?
I'll stay on now. I'll stay on. It's nothing but me and the screen. Me and the screen. That's all it is. Come on, come on. I'm ready.
Rachel
Yeah, you can go ahead. I love it when it says.
No problem. Thank y'all for having me.
Keely said, "Congratulations."
Yeah, we've been getting in touch.
I'll see y'all next week. Bye, everybody.
Yes.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. 200th episode. Wow. Leandra, my new line dance friend. Oh man. Hey, Leandra. Some people in Spartanburg to listen to them. She's a wonderful person, wonderful dancer. So, Carlos, you finished?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. From the earlier part. Hello?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I hear you.
I feel like you're
chat
delayed.
didn't come up though.
I'm not sure.
Big time delayed. So Alexa, we're gonna
have you unplug. You'll respond like 15 seconds later.
So if you can disconnect. And can she hear me? She sees me. I'm getting ready to put in the back room. And I see Helen came back. So that's why it's delayed, because we had too many people. Sorry, y'all. We just had too many people on. We had no idea it's going to be this slow. Helen's on twice. I don't know how she got on twice. She a twin. All right, Helen. So we're going to get on here so you can get off twice, because somehow you're on two lines. I have no idea how you did that. But we're trying to get you in here so you can go ahead and say yours so we can move on to Carlos. Can you click her on? I can't click her on.
She's on. She's on.
Helen's on? Okay. See, that's how delayed it is for me. I know Tuku says really slow for me. All right. All right, Helen. Somehow you're on here twice. So when you get off, you got to get off twice some kind of way on here. So can you hear us? Hello? Can you hear us, Helen? Hello, Helen.
Maybe you brought the wrong Helen on. Maybe the other
Helen. No. I don't know, Helen. Helen, can you hear us? Yeah, I've never seen this thing this slow. Like I said, it was a good idea.
I think she's just struggling to use software.
Yeah. Even the video's still downloading something's up. So all right, since we cannot get Helen. Somehow we can't.
Everybody that's watching in the chat right now, put in the comments where you are watching from. We got people on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook watching. Let us know in the comments where you are watching from.
Thank you.
What's up, Earl?
It says failed to upload the video. Sorry, y'all. No video today. Wow. My God. Earl, my man.
What's happening, y'all? How y'all
Go ahead,
doing?
Carlos. I'm going to try to get this video uploaded again, see what happens.
Go ahead, talk, Earl. Talk about, you got your own story about Queen and how you got into the show and all that.
First of all, congratulations on your 200th episode of Let's Talk Soul Line Dancing. I think that's a great accomplishment for the line dance community. So my memory of Queen Sheila starts actually in 2022. I seen her in the A-Team's event, their first event in Tampa, Florida. I didn't really know who she was at the time. I just know she was with a mask on. I remember she was always in the hospital, so I couldn't really meet her at the time. And then I got invited to be on the podcast for the first time. But at the time she was in the hospital, and it was Marquise and Sandra hosting at the time. And it was during the Super Bowl. And I was pretty much telling them, like, listen, it's Super Bowl Sunday. Everybody gonna want to watch this game, so you might want to start a little earlier today. But of course,
yeah,
we started a little earlier, and we got through that. I had to call Marquise out on a couple of things during that episode, but that's another different story. So I was basically Queen Sheila's technology assistant.
Okay.
She wasn't really tech savvy. So I had to help her with a lot of like music and YouTubing and all that stuff. She was a piece of work, I'm gonna tell you that. But other than that, she was a good person. She had her ideas of what the podcast could go. And it's just really sad to see her leave this soon. I feel like she had a lot of potential with the podcast, and you two fellas continuing on with this podcast means a lot to her and to the family as well. I just never thought being an instructor at her symposium in 23 would be the last one. I really thought that she was going to continue on. I really thought she was going to just stay with us on this earth. Nobody knows when he's going to leave, and it was her time. We did a collab together called I can't even think of what it is right now. But anyway, we got a collab. Me, Sheila, and
y'all did that at Columbus, right? Columbus, Ohio. We called it.
Yep. So we got a collab. I'm gonna continue to push that out as y'all continue to push the podcast out and everything. And I remember she was gonna be on the cruise with us.
Yep.
Yeah.
She was gonna be on the cruise with us, and it's just very unfortunate that we lost her. And I know we all miss her. I know her students is really taking it right now. But the show goes on, and like I always tell people, we gotta live, and we gotta stay strong, and we gotta keep this podcast going. Right? I remember I told Mr. Charles when he has his first event, he got to do a tribute tour.
True.
That's got to be done.
Yeah.
Remember when we was at Bernard's, I did that dance. When I dedicated that to her. But you're right. You're definitely right. She was one special woman. Thank you.
Oh, Sliding Walk. That's the name of our collab. Sliding Walk. I couldn't think of what it was at first, but yeah, the name of our collab is Sliding Walk, and it was actually by a local artist from Tampa, that was also a guest on the podcast. So,
okay.
it's just,
if for y'all that don't know Earl,
that we lost her.
If you don't know Earl's that guy that everybody say he knows all the dances. So for all y'all out there, I'm sure you know him.
That's not true, but that ain't true, but
it's close. It's very close. I saw you yesterday doing some dance. You be everywhere, bro.
But I remember Queen Sheila was always talking about the beginner's ball. She always talked about the beginner's ball and the cruise.
And was sick at the last beginners. Wow, you're right. Yeah.
And she would have loved to go to the beginner's ball, because that's her thing.
That's a fact. Yeah, she spoke highly of you.
Rest in peace, Queen Sheila, and I thank you fellas for continuing on with the podcast, and much love to the family, her family, and everything.
We appreciate that, my brother.
But I'm gonna go because I'm at Kenny J's event.
Okay.
See y'all later.
Get your dance on, bro.
But I had to come
in. That's how the line dance world works.
And stuff. So I thank y'all for having me.
All right, sir.
And good night.
Thank you. I tell my class, if y'all want to know where I'm from, it's from Earl. I got 3 you sent me the other day, or I got to check them out. I love it. Keep doing, bro. I appreciate you. All right. Hey, y'all, the video still says downloading. I want that video to play. Maybe before we get off this podcast, it will finish because I have the individual that created the new queen and her actually was
it's hailing where I'm at right now. It got hail-sized golf balls hitting my window right now, scaring the hell out of me.
See, between all y'all weather, that's the problem.
Hey, look, I thought somebody was knocking on my window.
That's
This
the
is
problem.
damn hail hitting the damn.
Well, we down right now to our line one. We're gonna bring Carla in first, and then I want her to be on when Barbara comes on because Carla, great. This woman, she's first of all, y'all, she's in the UK. Let's explain something here. It's 7:40. What time is it in the UK for her to be out here supporting every weekend? I know it has to be like 1, 2 o'clock. I've been to Germany before. And now she created to come out there. Maybe talk about that too, Carla, because that was Queen's baby for everybody to come out there in UK and then go to London and France and all that stuff. So when she had created a new dance, I will let you talk about it because I seen it and I have no idea why you did it because to that song, because really kind of blaming you. I wasn't planning on crying, but you start thinking about Queen and don't have any tears. And thanks a lot, Carl, I'm telling you. So with no further ado, we have from the UK, Carla Gray.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you. You better than people in America.
You can hear me. All right. The time here, because our clocks haven't gone. What did it do? Go back? So it's now after 11. Queen Sheila. Oh my God. I can't remember what episode she had me on, but for me, it's when I'd kind of just started line dancing and I didn't know too much about it. So the podcast to me was like the Line Dance University, really. I learned so much about, I mean, I didn't even know the line dance world was that massive. Not big, it's massive. Queen, she was very supportive towards me. She was one where I could phone her. If I didn't get her, she always returned my call. She was very encouraging because I mean, I started like as a novice, but Carlos, what you eating, man?
Yeah, I was eating something. Yeah. Always eating or drinking. I'll tell you.
I did write something for you, but listen, let me just talk from my heart, yeah? With regards to the dance, I knew Queen loved God. She was always about God. And I admired the way she, even though she was ill, she still wanted to keep the line dancing thing alive. And I mean, I'd never known that she was that ill. She had invited me to a last symposium. Unfortunately, I was having knee surgery, so I couldn't make it. But the main thing is the knowledge she shared through the podcast. Listen, I couldn't get that anywhere else. I could not get that anywhere else. And again, she was so supportive. I mean, you all may not think I'm shy, but I am a little bit shy. Yeah. And, you know, and she used to wedge me on like, oh, Carla's dancing. And I'm like, oh, wow, I must be all right. And yeah, and You know, you said you cried when, you know, with that song. I remember I was away at the time when she was away. I wasn't in London at the time, and I didn't know what was happening, and she was always on my mind, and I had to. She loved dancing. She loved any type of music. And I kind of made the dance kind of simple because I always remember she used to say, oh, this twisting and turning and whatever. So I was out to make it simple. And the words in the song, that got to me because
that's what I'm talking about.
She always spoke about God, and she was always, whatever happened, God is there. God is standing by. And there's a word in the song that says about crying, no need to cry. And I'm sure we all do want to. I know she wouldn't have wanted us to cry. And I don't know what more to say, but I do miss her. And I love the podcast. I love it for the information and stuff. And I'm really, really, really happy that it's continuing. And may it continue for another 200 episodes. It's brilliant.
Amen to that.
Yeah, this show connected
Europe,
the UK to the United States. You know, it's like we first came, we were like, Carla, great, she on here? Okay, she watching on here. We're like,
we be looking.
And then every week we look forward to seeing you on here. And you're literally on here like every week.
And in the beginning, it was like, Carla Gray from the UK. And I'd be like, and whatever, she always welcoming.
Yeah. And now you're like a regular person. This is Carla Gray.
We
know. We used to you now, Carla. Yeah.
Thank you for inviting me.
You staying on. No, you UK. You're not just going on. Barbara wants to talk to you. So we're going to get Barbara with you. You guys traded this. And if the video finished, go to my page and Carlos tomorrow. I'm going to put it out and just share with everybody. Both bit videos. But hopefully finish downloading, but it's not looking good. But in the meantime, Barbara, I'm not going to try last name Barbara because you know I have time spelling it. And so over. Queen passed away, and she took over the class. Wonderful job, and we talked all the time when Queen was sick. I wasn't in Miami. She was the one telling me everything that was going on when Queen was sick, and I appreciate that, Barbara, from the heart, as you kept me out. Carlos was on the podcast when it all happened, so we was involved when it started. And we
you mean
we supposed to have Big Moochie,
Tampa, right?
Yeah, it's in Tampa. Yeah, you're in Tampa, Miami.
Hello, everybody. I'm Barbara Prideaux. Did you freeze up, Mr. Charles?
Prideaux.
Yes. I'm Barbara Prideaux of the Line Dance Connection of Tampa, Florida. Carla, I owe you a huge apology because when we did your dance on the stage, I had every intention of telling everybody your name, who choreographed this dance. But at that moment, several things happened. One, I realized I didn't say all the things I wanted to say as the dancers were coming on the stage, just talking about line dancing. And then I looked at my watch and I saw we were over time from when a lot of time that the fair had given us. So I was stressed. I was telling them this woman from London has choreographed this dance, and I forgot to say your name. And I didn't realize the video, and I said I didn't say her name. So I apologize.
No explanations needed. No explanation.
But we have it now under the video as your name.
The main name was called Queen Sheila. Okay.
Yes, that's true.
Well, me and Barbara talked about that.
When I first saw that dance, I think Eleanor sent it to me. Yeah.
No, I'm saying, me and you talked about that. When you're in charge, when you're doing everything, you're going to forget something. It's something you're going to say, wow, I should have did.
Certainly will. I do it all the time. Especially when you're standing on the stage and the lights are on you and you do forget everything. But everybody knows now, Carla, that you did that dance. And when I first saw that dance, Eleanor sent it to me. I said immediately, I know. I said, we are doing that dance in the state fair. And we cried through it every week that we had practice. Every time they said, the song said, don't cry, we cried. But you know what? Something happened very miraculous, not miraculously really, but after we finished the dance on the stage and we came off the stage, a woman came running up to us and she said, George Nooks is my brother. He sang that song.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
yes.
Really?
So we took pictures with her, we hugged her, and it was just the moment we had together. So that was wonderful.
Hmm.
Wow.
Yes, as Sandra said, just said, you know, Barbara for holding the LDC together, but it's not together. Because I knew I couldn't do it by myself. I could not commit to being there every single week. I put together a team of people who support me, supporting the LDC Legacy team. That's what we call ourselves now. And, you know, we could not let the LDC go. The Line Dance Connection just could not just end just like that when Sheila passed away. So we found a way to keep it going. And we're working very well together, supporting one another and teaching the class. And we are growing larger than we've ever been. So we're doing very well.
Talk about that a little bit. Tell me about the class post Queen Sheila, like the evolution, the growth, like the things you guys had to learn. Like, talk about that a little bit.
Well, we have what I did is I put together some instructors and instructor assistants in the classroom, and we have a calendar. So every week we sign into the calendar to see who's going to teach that week. And I have Sandra's teaching for me, Sandra, me, Nolina, and Alex. And we have Washida and Rosalind are our instructors in training. And so we just rotate teaching. And we, like say Nolina and Alex taught a dance last week, and I taught this yesterday. I went over their dances. So we stay on top of each other's dances as well as teach our own. So it's working. So far, it's been working very well. It's been working very well for me. And I think the class, and they tell me all the time, you know, they have a great time in the class. So we're keeping it going for Sheila's sake. And I'm so glad we are. I had no intention of doing it, by the way. Had no intention. I could not have done it by myself. I could not have done this by myself. I could not have committed to being there every Saturday or every, you know, I'm going to give up every Saturday for the rest of my life. You know, it's like, so just having their support really helps a lot, a whole lot. We're keeping it going.
How many times have we heard somebody say, how many times? Not plan on being there, for sure.
Yeah. And let me tell you something.
Yeah, you know what, my question.
Oh, I wanted to tell Earl. If Earl's, what?
He's listening. Go ahead.
You. If Earl's still here, I want you to know your name was in her mouth all the time. Question about a dance, how to do it or something. She said, I'm calling Earl tonight. He knows everything. He knows every dance. And you do, Earl. I've never seen you sit down on a dance floor ever. Every dance that plays, you're up there dancing and your arm is up there and you're giving directions everywhere. And you know every dance, Earl. We know that whether you want to admit it or not.
I've never seen him watch.
No. Oh, he's always teaching, Earl.
I'm glad you guys are always teaching. Like I said, 200th episode. It looks like I can't download the video. It said failed again. So podcast is over. I'm going to download Carlos' page. Maybe I could get to his page because Facebook is changing now. I used to share to everybody's page. They don't let me share.
Yeah.
They only let me share 84 today. They stopped. So something's wrong.
Well, Barbara, you taught me a lot today, Barbara. I learned a lot from your new setup with your class with the schedule. I might gotta do that with my class. I like that.
Yeah, it really works. It really works. It helps a lot. Call me anytime, Carlos. I'll tell you how we do it.
Yeah, I like that.
Like I told you, me and Barbara, we would talk constantly. First thing in the morning, I call on the phone. What's on? She would always keep me updated with what was happening with Queen. I'm glad you took over, just like me and Carlos doing this.
Yeah.
I'm glad you did that. And I'm glad, like I said, I wished we could have did the
I think the
video.
podcast meant to her. I'm sure if she's looking down on us, she's very happy we continued both things, but I know the podcast meant more to her than absolutely anything. She loved her podcast. She hated missing it if she ever had to miss it because she was traveling or something. She absolutely loved the podcast. She loved her class too. She loved teaching, she loved her class, but the podcast really had a special place in her heart.
You know,
I really need
to
come
we
to
miss her
Tampa.
terribly. We all miss her terribly. You know, just.
Yeah,
she was
Carla,
I try
it'd
to
be cool
teach
if
in her
you come down
style.
to, y'all can get Carla down to Tampa for a class.
I need to come to Tampa. I need to come.
We would
You go
love
on
it,
that
Carla.
cruise
You can
too.
come stay at my house.
You need to go on
And
that
I'm a
cruise.
I'm
person.
not going on
I'm
the
going
cruise.
to do something. I'm going to do it. So I am coming. That's what I'm saying.
Good. We'd love to
I
see
love
you.
that accent.
Really?
That accent.
Oh yeah, it's huge for us. We hear the accent. We hear that. Like, it's
Yeah, oh yeah, I was
just-
in Germany. I love that accent. International. We keep hearing the same thing. Like you
And
said,
we
you got a
love
lot of
your
hand claps
accent.
over here.
So you can't download either one of those videos, Mr. Charles? Neither one?
Neither one. It was going for a while and it's a failure. I mean, I don't know if it's too big, but
What's up, dude?
yeah, no, I seen do-rag in a while, but I'm telling you, it's gonna be out there. I'm not going to bed before I download them both, so everybody can see what I'm talking about. You know, just get off, check out one of our pages.
I actually.
What time is it again in London?
We're an hour behind. And what are you? We're
East Coast.
It's midnight now.
8 o'clock.
Yeah, because
4
hours.
You don't change your clocks ahead, right? Carla?
Yeah, it hasn't
you don't
changed.
change your clocks ahead like we do.
We do, but you're a few weeks ahead of us. We're doing it next week. So I'm glad because it's a bit earlier for me. It's not midnight.
Yeah.
Like Carlos was saying, isn't that great? The connection. I didn't know that, but because of line dancing, the connection to Europe. Yeah, that's what line dancing does.
4 hours ahead of us.
We're dancing out here. Believe me, we're dancing.
Yeah,
and I try to keep up with it.
If you can speak for a second on, you're not going to have the event that she talked about that's out next year?
Well, do you know what? The hotel that I normally use, they're doing renovations now, so I'm going to wait. Okay. I'm going to wait and see what happens. I'm indecisive at the moment. I'm seeing what happens with the hotel and so on. I'm in discussion with some of the other ladies. But it'll be nice to see you all. But you never know.
See you too.
Yeah.
Europe is Europe.
I'm looking, but I might get to Tampa first.
Yeah, it'll be cool.
I'm looking at the people on the side.
We'll make it work. So when you get an update, let us know. And then we'll put the new information out, you know, the new time, date, year, whatever you want to do it. But we travel. That's one thing in line dancing that we do. We travel.
You know, it really hurts me when I'm looking at, because mind you, I live on Facebook, and every week you guys have got something going. Oh my God. And I'm like, listen, it hurts. I'm like, you've got so many activities. Look, if I had that money coming down from the sky, I'd be there every weekend. But
look,
so much things going on.
But it's a change in life though. When you start traveling like this for line dancing, it's a whole look. This is how dedicated we are. I was coming from Atlanta, a line dancing event this weekend, going back to Virginia, and I realized that we wasn't gonna make it back in time. So we stopped at a hotel, and we're doing the live right now at the hotel. Like, this is the dedication that we got.
I mean, I've only been to a few, a few of them, and damn, I wish I could do it 3-4 times.
I think Carlos been to 18.
Yeah.
You said last year, Carlos, around 18 events last year?
20.
18?
Wow.
20? Yeah, he would be on this motorcycle. He'd just stop be on the podcast. This isn't the first time he's done this. You get a hotel. It's like,
wow. If I,
hey, Sunday night, and I appreciate that too, Carlos. I do, bro.
if I found that money
What's
tree,
going on here?
I would see you guys. But that money tree's not there.
Well, if you make your way down
Carla,
to Barbara,
Vivian wants to know
Yeah.
what city you teach in. What city do you teach in?
I'm in West London, and I've been teaching like in South London, which is like 2 hours drive. I've been doing that for years.
wow.
You drive 2 hours to go teach?
Carla Gray does, believe it or not, she does. For the love of dance.
Like Queen.
But now I'm sort of currently teaching seniors, which it's a nice group. It's a nice group because, I mean, it's not easy, really, is it, being an instructor? The things you come up on and the people and yeah, it can be difficult.
Preach.
But yeah. But I'm loving the.
How long you been teaching, Carla?
I've been teaching from
How long you been?
2018.
Okay.
Yeah, 2018.
7 years. Okay.
I don't know. You can
That's
count.
what I'm trying to tell my students. A lot of us been out here for a long time. When did you join Queen, Barbara? What year?
I joined her in January 2019, and I think she started using me as like an instructor when she traveled on these trips or she got sick or something.
Mm-hmm.
So I started teaching for her almost right away, I think. I became her treasurer right away of her group because I was a math teacher for 35 years. And they just voted me in as the treasurer.
Funny.
And then when she got sick, on December 16th, 2021, Sheila was rushed to the hospital with COVID and lung failure, heart failure, blood in her lungs, and pneumonia. And she was in the hospital for several months. And that's when I really started teaching for her, seriously. Sheila E. and I were teaching in 2022 most of the year. And then Sheila came back eventually and started teaching again, but she was never quite had the same energy that she had before she went into the hospital that year. So I continued teaching for her through 2022 and then into 2023. And here we are today.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd be an line dance instructor. I didn't plan on it, but here I am.
Yeah. We talked about that too. Remember you said, I don't want to do this. I just finished teaching. And well, I said, yeah, I didn't want to do it either. I had to come out of retirement. So we all got our want to do something.
But I love it. I do love teaching. As long as I don't have to do it all the time by myself. You know, I do love the teaching aspect of it. I love dancing. I love teaching. It's what I've done my whole life. So it comes naturally.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still a math teacher?
No, I retired 12 years ago.
Oh, congratulations. Okay, sweet.
Thank you. So all I do now is teach line dancing. I don't want to do anything else.
You was born to
Line
teach.
Dance Connection, that's it. I got a phone call the other day. Somebody wanted me to teach at their school. I said, no, I'm just not into that. Just the Line Dance Connection is it for me.
He said it's called the Line Dance Connection Legacy. What y'all call it?
That's what we're calling it now. Yes, the Line Dance Connection Legacy Team.
Sweet.
So we are. We're getting shirts made as we speak, saying the Line Dance Connection Legacy.
Sweet.
Wow.
Yeah. That's really nice. That's beautiful.
I still can't believe she's gone even. I can't even.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yes.
It is crazy. It's really just still not real for me.
She's gone, but her spirit is still here.
Definitely is.
Yeah,
Definitely
her spirit will remain.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, that's what, like I said, trying to create her dance, just to talk about, to thank everybody, because of course most people know that her last wishes were to keep the line dance connection going, not line dance, but the podcast, to keep it going. She wanted this is what she wanted. This one, Joe said no, she wanted that. And so I talked to Carlos because, like you said, it's a commitment. And that was my biggest thing with everybody traveling all the time. Where we have time to do this, and somehow Carlos and I are making. We for the new year. I was in Jamaica, and Carlos everywhere. So I didn't think we was gonna do this, but we're gonna try to keep this thing going. Have some wonderful, wonderful guests for you. And I mean, I can't even imagine. I would love to see her list of people that she has interviewed. Just as I've been with her for 2.5 years, it's been a lot. I mean, even lately, it's been a lot of people. You know, and then she put the word out. Like, for instance, all the events that we're going to, especially like I said, the line dancing groovy cruise, because 3,000 people. We've been doing that ever since. Every week we said we're gonna always say it. We're gonna always say it. We're gonna always say it. And like I said, she's just been a joy. It's been a joy. Did Helen come back? Did I see Helen come back on here? She left again.
No, she got. I talked to her. Again. She just couldn't get her thing going. She was looking so forward to going to the beginners ball this year, Queen Sheila, because she didn't go last. She's never been before. She was looking forward to that. She was looking forward to the groovy cruise. It was all. She was ready for all of it this year. And her birthday big birthday was coming up. She was going to have a huge birthday party in April next month. But
I used to tease her. I said, "Queen, do you know what the 411 is?" She said, "What?" I said, "It's your birthday." I said, "That's her birthday." And she's been 70.
My birthday's the day after her.
I know. I mean, you were a year apart. That's when we all. And we're a year under her, so.
You don't got to tell my age. You don't have to tell anybody my age out there.
No, I'm telling.
He said you retired 12 years ago. You could have figured it out.
Well, we just want to thank you guys, especially, I mean, Carla. Yeah, definitely. And when like I said, I keep harping on it, but when I saw that video of you guys out there dancing and y'all just really look good. I don't know how many was y'all out there, like 30, 35, 40 y'all
26 of us, the 26.
Yeah, I know it's close. It's like it had some men out there. I love that. I love that. You guys had some guys out there.
One of them is our instructor, one of our co-instructors, Alex.
Okay.
Alex Harper. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. Yep. Yeah, we'd love to see
and Nelson, and I want to do a shout out to Nelson also, Nelson Perry, because he made the video that you're trying to show today. He put that together for us. He just met Sheila. He barely even knew her, but we talked about putting the video together so we can dance to it on the stage, but they wouldn't let us show the video, so we had to just play the audio. But we have the video that he made that you're going to show. Nelson Perry made that for us. So I want to give a little shout out to him.
Gonna love it. Yeah. You had a question, Carlos? What were you asking?
No, I was saying they really are growing. Because she said earlier that they were growing. The class is growing and stuff. And that's awesome stuff.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is.
It is.
Hey, look,
especially with her being sick.
All my people in my class watching this video right now, if y'all start growing my class after I pass away, I will come back to haunt you. I will come back. Y'all need to start showing up now. Not after I pass away.
He's gone. Let's party. But
No, but that's good though. Like that you actually can keep it going and because a lot of times when the people's leaders or the matriarch or something leaves, it's over. It's the ending. Y'all kind of like let's keep this thing going. That's pretty cool.
We were very close to ending it, and just one day I just said to myself, I can't do that. I can't. This is my life. This is my joy. I can't let this go. How
Yeah.
And what would I do? Who would I be dancing with?
Yeah.
So now I'm dancing with me. Actually, I go to Sandra's class, so I learn dances from Sandra. I take an online class from my union, so I learn dances from them. And then I turn around and teach them. So I don't have to always teach myself dances all the time.
Yeah.
I think it says a lot about Queen Sheila.
Yes.
For it to be continued, it says a lot about her, the person that she was.
Yeah. And now that I know what I know, because I didn't know what I didn't know. Like you said, like she was a different person energy-wise, her incident with COVID and stuff like that.
Right.
And my connection with her was pretty much after that. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like you guys know her. So it's a way different story. You know the ups and downs, the trials and tribulations. You've seen, so it's different, And it's good to hear it. The story, people's story need to be told. So unfortunately, it always can't be told by us, the person itself, but it's good to have you guys connected and can tell people's truths and let it be heard,
Yeah.
And carry on. Like
also, to let people know about this episode, because this is a special episode. Facebook are making changes now. The live videos only stay up for like 30 days, from what I hear. But this is also on YouTube. YouTube is up forever. So this episode will be, archived forever on YouTube, but it'll be available for replay for the next 30 days on Facebook.
Cool.
I guess they run out of storage on Facebook. All these videos every day getting posted by billions of people. So they're like, look, we can't keep all y'all stuff up here this long.
Space. Not enough space. Yeah. Well, I'm so glad you took over. I know we were talking about it. I'm glad you took over.
Me too.
When I saw all them people out there, that touched my heart, because that's Queen. And me and Carlos get to our little story in a minute, but there's one thing I just wanted to say. I only met Queen one time in my life.
I know.
Once. We've been knowing each other, on the podcast for 2.5 years. We talk. Annette was talking about how we would talk all the time, because it went from a relationship on the podcast to just a relationship, just a friendship relationship. Of course, us being close to the same age, we just talk and just chill, and and they'll tell you I talk to all y'all anyway half the time. But it was just and I like what I said is that to share what she shared, you don't have to be in each other's face. The love that she threw out there to people, you had to be around her. Carla never saw her. She never saw her. But look how she feels.
Right.
And that's how it was with me. It's like, and then she treated me like I was royalty. Had me doing this. We did interviews, sat at her table, and did
she
this
loved
at Carla's
you.
MC.
She really loved you. We talked about you all the time. I know you spoke every single day to her, but she talked about you all the time. Mr. Charles this, Mr. Charles that, Mr. Charles, Mr. Charles, Mr. Charles. So she really cared a lot about you.
So you met Mr. Charles. You met her one more time than you met Carla.
I know. What's up, Carla? Come on down. Come to America. Come like this.
We all have to meet Carla someday. Carla, you got to come to Florida. Oh,
yeah. If she comes to Tampa, we're coming too. You gotta let us know.
I'm in Florida.
No, I will be. Believe me, I will. Definitely.
Matter of fact, if you choosing to come to America, you gotta go to Florida. Don't come nowhere. Don't waste your time nowhere else. Go to Florida. We'll meet you in Florida. You pick Tampa, and we'll meet you in Tampa. Don't come to.
Yeah.
You only get to go one time. If you only get to go to one time, go to Florida. Don't.
Yeah, I will.
And that hoodie you got on that jacket, you can leave that at home. When you go to Florida, it's gonna be nice, warm weather down there. You're gonna have to.
And Tampa is, I think it's about 2 hours on the plane back home to Jamaica. So it can be on the route for me. Yeah.
So you're from Jamaica. All right.
I am indeed.
So is Melva from Jamaica. Melva's from Jamaica too. Melva's from Jamaica too.
Melva too.
Melva, okay. Yeah.
Oh, Melva's from Jamaica as well. Okay.
Yes. I love it.
And Sandra says, Mr. Charles, was it in Tampa that you met Queen? Because she met you in the elevator. I met you in the elevator also.
Oh my God, what's going on there?
When you met Queen, I was right there when Joe and Queen pulled up, and you were helping
I'm in the elevator.
Stuff up to their room. I was in the elevator, but Sandra says she was in the elevator too. Was Sandra there too?
Yeah, I carried all that stuff
or something?
I'm sorry, I met her in the elevator. Yeah, I carried all that stuff upstairs, didn't I? I carried everything. And then they had Carlos on the ice patrol. Carlos had to go get ice for the big party. Queen had us working, but we didn't mind.
Yeah.
I remember when Carlos on his
too. Hmm?
Yeah. Carlos just had a thing on his podcast about people, instructors getting paid. And I remember I got an email from her when I knew I was going to be an instructor, and it says, blah, 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 she's going to give us this much money to teach. And I'm like, I called her and I said, Queen, someone has got into your email. And she said, why? I said, because you said you're going to pay us. She was ain't paid nobody. Then they got into your email.
Mr. Charles called me so fast. He's like, man, did you get that email? He said, we getting paid.
She said it was very important to pay. She wanted to pay you guys. She wanted to pay.
And that's how you know, like, when we were talking about the podcast, like setting trends and stuff like that, it's so many places you go that you just be volunteering your services in your life, and somebody ready to pay you. Mr. Charles called. He was like, "Yo, did you get that email?" I think somebody hacked her.
And they got hacked. We don't get paid.
And she almost never got paid when she went to go teach places. She never got paid anything.
No, we were talking about that, Carlos. Carlos talking about on this episode.
Yeah, I just did it. I just did the podcast last week talking about that. And it's real. Like, people like, we want you to stop what you're doing in your life. Stop what you're doing in your class. Come visit us. Get on a plane. Get a hotel. And come teach us. And it's like,
and then
yeah. So Queen Sheila definitely was one of the first people to kind of like step the game up.
And Carlos, she had the envelope. She had the envelope right there. It wasn't no BSing. She had the envelope and gave us money right there and there. She wasn't playing. Okay. I go buy some stuff.
Earl and a lot of other people believe that this was not going to be her last symposium, but she really, 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 really meant it. She was not doing a symposium.
Like, First of all, how many of us did she have, Carlos? What was it, 10, 15 of us?
I don't know. It was a lot of instructors on that stage. It was probably like about, yeah.
For a lot of it, yeah.
2 days of 2 days.
Hey, look, people were talking about, how tired they was, and then like the end of the party, she came out with the envelopes. It was like, y'all ready to go out? Y'all ready to do something?
We got money.
Y'all ready to go see Tampa? Y'all ready to go outside?
She was playing. And like I said, that was a wonderful thing. I didn't ask because, like I told you, I'm just going to do it for the love of it. A lot of us do that sometimes. We just do it for the love of it. But to do that and throw that in there and didn't have to, with all those instructors, like Carlos said, if you can't pay, maybe you have too many instructors. Maybe you shouldn't have as many instructors as you should have.
Yeah, that's right.
At least, we got to go there. You want us to work, not to just go and have fun. Sometimes we want to do. But for her, I'm telling you, what did Adrian say on here? She said, I've only had one guest instructor, but I've always paid them. See, we're saying this, y'all, this is our livelihood. You want us, but that's
I always try to take care of, the registration and the hotel. I'm always going to take care of that.
Yeah. Above and beyond. Above and beyond.
Vivian is also from Jamaica, and she's coming to visit you, Carla, she said, when she comes back to England.
Is that?
Vivian, she's from Jamaica by way of England, I think, if I'm right, Vivian. And she said when she goes back to England, she's coming to visit you.
All right, nice. I look forward.
She's one of our Line Dance Connection people.
We don't want y'all to get off because we want you to to get a toast to her, but I got to go get my cup. So I'll be right back.
I have to get something too.
Yeah, we want to give a toast to her. I
got to get a glass too. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Everybody, so we'll be back, podcast. Don't go nowhere.
I appreciate y'all tuning in. If you're coming in late, let us know where you're watching from in the comments. Like I said, as of I just pulled it up. Some of y'all don't know.
July, I think.
As of February, this past February last month, Facebook will now be taking down the live videos after 30 days of them being posted. So this Facebook video will come down after 30 days, but it'll still be on YouTube, guys. That's why we broadcast live on both platforms, Facebook and YouTube. But as of last month, all live videos on Facebook will be taken down after 30 days. But I'll be telling y'all stop doing them live videos anyway. I always take out this record and then post it. But now you know better now. Now you know.
I have to wait. I'm ready to sip already.
You just slow your roll. Slow your roll. I hear you. All right, whichever one you wants to go first. We want both of y'all to give Queen a toast.
First.
Your father, Carla.
Hey,
yeah.
I've got me some water here. Or in Jamaica, they say water. And thank you for inviting me. Thank you for doing the dance. It did make me cry when I saw it. And again, thankful that the podcast is continuing. And long live Queen. She's not here, but she's in our hearts. And she'll always be present. Long live Queen Sheila. Thank you.
I'll drink to that.
My water.
And I want to thank you, Carla, for choreographing that dance that we did.
Thank you.
Because I don't think we probably would have done the dance that she choreographed. She choreographed the dance called In the Middle. She always felt that God is always in the middle of whatever you're going through. So I probably would have done that dance, but I found your dance so much more appropriate. And the song God is Standing By was so beautiful. We thank you for choreographing that dance. And Queen Sheila will always be in our hearts and our minds. And we talk about her all the time. And we just love her. We love the energy she gave us. Love everything she gave us. Everything she taught us. Just the spirit of line dancing and I have made so many friends here in Florida, that people I really truly love because of line dancing. And it's just an amazing thing to do. And so here's to Sheila. Let's drink to her.
Mm. Of course, we were going to go ahead and do all the technical difficulties. We'll worry about that next week. We will be back on next week. Yeah, thank you. We even reading all this stuff because you can go back and read it. I tell people, if you can't get on what we're on, no problem. It's being recorded. You can go back.
And guess what? There's only 200 episodes to go watch on YouTube. I mean, if you ever get bored sometimes, you're on a road trip, you want to learn about somebody out there, it's only 200 episodes that you can go watch. I mean,
there is one that I did miss that I want to go back and see that I've heard a lot about. That's the one we had all the men line.
Oh yeah, that one was brilliant. Yeah,
I heard it was really good.
That one was excellent. Yeah,
I have to find that one.
We got to do that again. We got to do that one again. We asking where those man's at right now, so we definitely got to get back to that.
That's gonna be the name of the episode. Where the men's at? Where the fans at? Where the men's at? Where the men?
That's right. That's what we want to know. Where the men at?
I actually bought my fans from Queen Sheila. I've got I bought about 6 or 7 of them, and I ain't selling them to nobody. I ain't giving them to nobody. That came from Queen. Yeah.
Oh, I have Queen's fan somewhere around here that says the Line Dance Connection on it, and it was her fan. Oh, look at that! Yes.
And I've got this one.
I was gonna wear it, but I hate white.
Everybody got their tie.
Oh wow, that's beautiful, Carl. I've never seen that.
Yeah, she sent me these ones when I got the fans.
Yeah, I got me a towel too. But I'm not at home.
Yeah, because see,
but I'd love one of the Line Dance Connection fans. I would love one of those. Definitely.
Oh, well, we don't have any more. Joe came with a box of fans one day. I gave them out to everybody. So we have them, but they're spread out amongst everybody.
But now you gotta make the Line Dance Connection legacy on fans. That'd be sweet.
Yes, and I don't know where the fan is.
That's that name.
We have these little fans left.
Well, you know, when we did the podcast, and whoever won the trivia, Queen would send them money. So when me and Carla got over here, we're like, who, what? She was sending
them gifts. Also send some of the gifts. She would send some of the fans or shirts and stuff too.
Yes,
she would above and beyond.
Send them. You just give, just give. You win, you just give. I'm like, wow, what a wonderful person.
Yeah,
Queen, you don't have to give. They were saying she had to give. She said, that's her blessing. Don't mess with her blessing. Let her do a blessing. Let her get it all out. And that's why, like I said, so many people just loved her. I mean, to win the UC Awards. I mean, what is it? Actually, you know what?
So proud of
thinking about. Yeah, I know. It's just like I said, she was something. I told her better than she thinks she is. Like, Mr. Charles is big. You know everything. I said, no. And you have to understand how people feel about you. You know, you made a difference in this community. You did. You and I see what I'm going to do. Well, we have a time. Well, we got the time we want. This is our podcast. That's what Joe was going to come on and tell us. I'm going to real quick read her bio if I can get to it. I don't know if I can get to it actually. That she sent to us.
While you're looking for that, just that Conchita said before, almost every year in Tampa today started with Queen Sheila. Not everybody, but almost everybody did. She started with Purple Passion, but then she spread out on her own. And almost every instructor that's in Tampa right now, other than Purple Passion, started out with Queen Sheila. So her legacy is bigger than us. You know, her legacy is really, truly a legacy.
Okay.
Yeah, she's like I said. What's the Tone, the producer? I never met him, but she was real close to him. Tone, the producer.
He made a song.
I always wanted to meet him.
Yes, he made.
Yeah. Yep, he made a song for them. Yep. The little mix.
Yeah. He wanted to get back on the podcast, so I'll try to. Since Carlos always all the reading, I'll try to read this one here real quick. It says, Queen Sheila Cash Carter McFarland was a playwright, producer, director, instructor, CFO, and visionary. Sheila was currently residing in Florida, but was born and raised in Washington, D.C. 2014, Sheila earned a certificate in business administration from Strayer University. 2007, she earned her BA in Christian counseling from True Way Bible College. 2010, she earned her BA. In 2010, she retired from the federal government, and President Barack Obama signed her retirement letter. 2013, Queen Sheila formed the Line Dance Connection. That's your guys. And they have performed at numerous community events, birthday parties, retirement parties, school, professional day, family reunions, daycare center, fair, weddings, and much, much more. Also, 2013, Queen Sheila won first place in the Black Girls Rock Tampa Bay Award in Wellness. Her extended work and dedication to serve her community has been extraordinary. 2016, she joined the International Consortium of Line Dance Instructors ICLDI, where she earned line dancing soon after she became the Southern Division Director. Wow. 2019, she won the Bay News 9 Community Service Award from Channel 9 News for her many volunteer activities in the Tampa Bay area. 2020, Queen Sheila formed the Let's Talk Soul Line Dance podcast. Y'all hear that out there? Since 2020, this thing's been going on. 2023, Queen Sheila received the UC Stars Award, Academy Award for Line Dancing Community Service Award. That's her. Sheila's philosophy was never stop trying, and you'll always be succeeding. She said, if you reach for the sky and miss, you will still be amongst the stars. That was Queen. And she did not know she was going to win that community award. Michael Womack surprised her. She didn't even know he knew of her. And she won. That's one of her famous awards.
She was very proud of that. Very, very proud.
Yeah, community, that word.
And we've continued doing all
I said all
those service things that she used to do too. We went last week.
You know, I tell
at a
people
high school nearby.
People don't understand what we do. A lot what we do. I mean, we hit a lot of, and if you're in your town, you're very active. There's so much you could do line dancing. It is, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I still can't get over the fact that 3,000 people on the high seas, most of us line dancing. I still can't get to that thing yet. I'll be looking at YouTube and looking at all the people on the cruise ships, and I'm thinking, yep, line dancing everywhere. It's gonna be line dancing everywhere. So, and I just hate she's gonna miss that because me and her talked about that extensively. Miss Charles,
if I wasn't afraid of sailing and being on that water, Carlos, I would have been there. But
you be all right.
Me too. Me too.
Just
I don't know if
Wait. Time out. Make it make sense. You're from Jamaica.
And
he lives in Florida where all the cruise ships are. It's 1,000 cruise ships in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Tampa.
It's all connected.
They got more cruise ships than 7-Eleven.
Listen. The saying in Jamaica is, we've got the sea, we've got the river, and a lot of us can't swim. We're afraid of water.
It's terrible.
A Jamaican that can't swim is like a Jamaican that can't cook. Useless. No. I get it, though. I get it. As long as you still love us, that's all we care about.
Yeah, man. Love you same way. Same way. One love.
I'm telling you.
I really would like to, but
well, everybody, we want to thank. My thing is, I want to definitely give a shout out to everybody that actually came on here and said what they wanted to say. And please go back and listen if you just got on, like Carla said. Go on here and listen to these people because she's touched so many lives, and that's nothing. That's nothing. You see how many problems we have when just a few of us is on. So imagine the lives that she touched, the lives that she has touched. And I was telling Barbara today, I said, I don't know if I'm gonna get through it. I said I have my shades ready. You know, I have my shades ready for that song. So I'm okay because I every single time I cried, I said, dang, what's wrong? Can I just look at it one time and not cry?
Every time they say we cry.
I know. And I'm making y'all really cautious over here on the right so y'all can see that thing. I want y'all to see what I'm talking about. I'm gonna have it out as soon as we sign out. Me and Carlos gonna have it on our page. Bam, that's it.
That came from my heart, Barbara. It came from my heart.
And we're giving a shout out, a lot of love to Carla from the UK. United Kingdom. Come on now. I saw Patricia Lowe out there. Hi. Chocolate. I ain't talked to Patricia in such a long time. Yeah, and all you wonderful people out there. We probably try to do something for our 70th birthday. You know. Yeah, that's gonna be, I don't know, Carl. It's April 13th. We might not be around April 13th. Maybe it's the week after.
Yeah, right.
You might be busy then, the 70th
We should try to do
birthday,
something.
you know.
Oh no, you know
Yeah,
what? That Sunday,
like I said,
Sunday we gonna be in Miami, right?
I know. As I said, we could probably do it from Miami.
And we might
go
do
live.
we might do 30-minute episode. We're gonna be on the beach.
Yep, that's where we gonna be, y'all. On the 13th.
Out in the hotel lobby using the Wi-Fi at the water, like the background.
There you go.
Go on, Carla. We letting you know we're gonna be in Miami.
Live from the pool.
You got time.
We'll be live from the pool side.
70th birthday party. And it's the day after your birthday. Is that
That's
Sunday?
right. That's right.
Sunday.
Maybe I'll come
Well,
down to
why do you
Miami.
That'll be our recap episode after the beginners ball. Recap.
Yeah, thank you. Oh my
Yeah.
God, you're right, because that's gonna be something. That's gonna be something. So
Yeah.
well, you got anything else to say, Carlos? Your goodbyes or your appreciation? I know Carlos appreciate it because it's another avenue for Carlos. Carlos everywhere. You know that guy on TV that be on like 5 different news channels and stuff. You see him everywhere. You know, he's on that channel on that day, and then you go back over here and he's over there. That's Carlos. Yeah, that's
everybody, like you said, everybody's a pioneer of something. And
something.
I think in our community, she was like this network and news network / it was bigger than what she thought it was going to be. And based on what I learned from her on here, I'm like, yo, I got my own podcast now. I got this one, and I got the one with me, Steph, and Quan started, but it's something that people can use to get what we do out to the community.
Knowledge.
And different, exactly. Sharing our knowledge, sharing the things that wasn't available to us, giving it to other people. And she showed us how to do this, right? And we're still learning every day. We're still learning the ins and outs. Sheila had she was making the noises and the claps and the sound effects in the background and all that. So it's still more to learn. But she definitely set the stage for us to learn how to, make this.
She didn't sleep. Her mind was constantly going.
That's why
3 o'clock in the morning, she'd be posting stuff to people.
Well, I remember our first episode. Me and Carlos didn't know we was live. We just talking. Are we live, man? What's up? What's going on? We're trying to do better because we had no idea. What's this button for? Y'all gonna take over? Sure. Okay, we gotta figure this out. But we get better all the time. Always trying to get better. But he's right. We didn't know. I didn't think I was gonna be on no podcast. No.
You're doing a good job.
No.
And look at you now.
You're doing
look at you now, Mr. Charles. Look at you.
I got a great co-host. We kind of complement each other, especially age-wise and all that. So I like that. I like that. Because like I said, I've been in there. We've been there for a while. He's been 14 calls. I've been 17. So we've seen a lot of this came down. When you talk about knowledge, we said that I think last week, a week before, about what can we bring. I think with Sharika's on here. What have you done to line dance? Maybe it's Teresa, line dance community, and what do you feel like you have brought? And like I said, I've been in it for a long, long time, and I see some of this stuff happening. I see the evolution. I still think about Ed Griffin because he's the one that created the fans. We had him on there. He had no idea if his fans was gonna take off like that. You just never know. You never know stuff. He did it by mistake. From the best ideas. So by mistake, popped it and stuff. So, but we promise to get as many people as we can on here. And like I said, I'm glad Carlos is on here with me. It definitely helps. Trying to do this.
You guys are great.
You saw
together.
me today. He left. I'm like, okay, hold on.
Charles,
Charles, together. You got to keep this going on.
Yeah, Charles, you're like me with technology. Like, when you start to panic, and thank God for the younger ones, huh? And then they're willing to help as well.
Where my phone at? And I'm talking about the rotary phone. That's right. We came. And we was back in the 60s. Okay, we was back in the 50s.
Well, I'm in my 60s too, and so
Well, I like I said, next month I'll be 69. Like, where did it go? My God, we still dancing though. We are still dancing, and that's a blessing. That goes for all y'all over here on the side, because I know, You know, dancing is like I don't know, therapy. It's therapy for a lot. That's why I got into it for health. I got into it for health. Not to show off.
Dancing frees your soul. It frees your soul.
Yeah.
Dancing. Really
just let go and
liberates a person.
Yeah, for sure.
That many a times you don't feel to go to class, or you feel once you hit that floor, you forget all your troubles.
Alexi said that. She said,
so true.
Yeah, you just dance it off, you know? Yeah, man.
That's when you know it's good.
Yeah.
I got this one. My biggest joy is when my students say, I got it. I got it. I love it when they say, I got it. I got it now. That's my joy, because they got it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Carlos.
Wake up, Carlos. You look so tired.
Oh, yeah. I'm all right now.
You look, as we say in London, you look knackered.
Oh, she talking about you, man.
I'm known for that. I'm known for that.
She knows, Carla.
I told Carlos today. What's that thing I told you, Carlos? That multiplicity. What's that movie?
Multiplicity, the movie.
Yeah, that's what he knew. He everywhere. Carlos is out there. I love it. He is making this line. Yeah, needs 6, 7. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead.
Carlos, why don't you plan a trip to London, Carlos?
Yeah, we're gonna have to, because Carla don't want us to come out there. That's what it really is. We're gonna have to force
Of course I want you to come.
What the problem is.
Of course.
The beginners ball in London. Beginners ball London edition.
That would be wicked.
Yes.
We will go from 1,200.
Sad.
We will go from 1,200 to 75 people.
How many?
It'll go from 1,200.
That will have room on the dance floor to dance.
You know what I mean?
You gotta pay that price to get over there.
You don't know about us Americans, Carla. The trip starts off with a bunch of people say they're going somewhere, and then by the time everybody got to have their passports, and then everybody got to have their money together, and by the time we get there, it'll go from 2,000 people to 75 people. That made it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Carlos is very ambitious, but you know what? There's no harm in trying. Hey, no harm in doing that. Sounds good.
I'm down. I'm down. I'm down.
Yeah, man, that sounds good.
Let's do it.
I lived there for 6.5 years.
Where, in London?
Yeah, I lived there. I loved it.
Oh,
Europe.
okay.
No, in Kaiserslautern, Freetown. Yeah, Europe.
I'm going to Germany this summer.
I went to London.
Okay. Wow.
Oh yeah? Yeah, it's different.
London is all right, man. Cool.
We're glad you stayed on. We didn't want to just put you on. Well, we're gonna bring some over there.
Yeah, man, definitely.
75. What you said? We're gonna bring them over there.
What 3,000? 3,000 dollars. We'll have the whole of damn London.
The whole London.
Yeah, let's get the whole of damn London together.
London to Bahamas.
75 is a good number. 75 is a good number to be going over to London. We don't need 1,200 people traveling to London.
They ain't got enough planes going over there.
But thank you.
Oh, there's always planes coming to London and New York.
Next week.
Whatever.
No, that's
was on here this week. We'll be on there next week. Last week we had like 1,000 views. The week before that, we had Sharika 2 weeks before, like 5,000-6,000 views. We had Teresa 5,000-6,000 views. So we're back to that 1,000 views now that we're back on Facebook. So thank you. Thank you. I talked to Joe about that today. He was really happy that it's coming back. So I know that he was really excited and everything. So we're back. We're back. We'll do all that information, all that stuff next week about all the information. But this is about her, Queen Sheila. You know, we love you. Last 2 years, I taught you so much. And became such a wonderful friend. When that happened, I was in shock. I like, whoa, what's going on and stuff. So, and I had a chance to spend some time with her. And that's irreplaceable. That's priceless. That's priceless. And like you said, I learned some stuff. Podcast, 200 of it. You know, she told me she just went to bed and asked the Lord, do a podcast. And nobody does it like this. Nobody does it like the information and the interviews and stuff, and no drama, none of that. We just trying to uplift all the dancers. I call them undercover instructors. You know, the one look back and they always come instructors because they know the dance and everybody got to watch them. So they're kind of like our undercover instructors for years. Walter Davis was one of mine. He never said a word, just watch Walter because, you know, you can't be everywhere. But we want to thank the whole line dance world. Before we go off, Carla, we'll let all y'all say who y'all want to thank, and then we're going to go ahead and shut it down. So I'm with you, Carla.
To say what? Sorry.
I got a long delay.
Who do you want to thank? Actually, who do you want to thank?
Oh, who you want to shout out? Who you want to shout out besides Queen?
Oh, everybody's sleeping, man. So everybody's in bed. But it's nice talking. I'm actually talking to Carlos. Yeah, everybody's sleeping, but it's just nice talking to all of you here. Thank you. And yeah, I'll tell them to look at YouTube.
We never
heard
that before, Carlos. Everybody's sleeping.
Yeah, everybody's sleeping. I mean, it's tomorrow now. It's tomorrow now.
Barbara, you want to give a shout out to anybody that's still awake? Barbara, you want to give a shout out to
more than anybody. Yes, I want to thank Queen Sheila, of course, for setting all of this up. But I also want to thank the people who are helping me teach, you know, supporting our Line Dance Connection legacy. I want to thank the students who continued to stay with us as we transitioned into what we are today. That means more to me than anything, that we have students that stayed with us, because we have been going through a lot in the last few months, but we are growing more than anything. So I want to thank my students, and I want to thank the co-teachers I have and the instructional assistants and everybody that's part of the LDC today. And I want to thank you, Mr. Charles, for just talking to me all the time.
I appreciate that.
That's it.
Appreciate that. Like I said, the big line dance world, like I tell the new people, y'all have no idea the relationships that you get in the line dance world. It's a lot of people just don't know yet. When you get these relationships, so many wonderful things come your way because so many wonderful people get in your life, you know. And I know my life has been like blessed. I mean, everybody know about my wedding and then all the other stuff, the cruising and all that. Like, whoa, line dancing. And if I wasn't line dancing, I wouldn't have done any of this. I don't know what I've been doing, you know. But line dancing is just kind of like enhanced my life to where, you know, you have to be thank the Lord. But shout out to you two and everybody else that was on here. You know, to call it to stay awake and go on the podcast. Be out here with
Yeah, I'm going to bed now.
Yeah, I'm honored.
Me too.
Out here. You was gonna be on here. I was so happy. I was so happy when you got on here. And all you wonderful, because you know I'm coming for a lot of y'all to be on here. So I'll get you on here. Okay. You know who you are. It's a new year, it's a new day. You want to know who you are, because a lot of times these podcasts, you might see somebody in a line dance kind of like persona, but when you get to know them intimately, like, wow, I didn't know that. That was cool. Bro, I didn't know they was going through this. You don't know what people are going through. And that's what this brings. It does. It kind of softens you up instead out there dancing here and there, and people watching you and you're teaching. Because when you're teaching, you can't. One thing I know about teaching, we can't mingle like the rest of the crowd. You know, we can't.
Right.
Everybody else around and have a good time mingling, and we got to constantly teach and know what's going on. And like you said, Barbara, about how you have to remember stuff, and I got to say that, I got to do this. People constantly coming at you. And I said 100 times, I told Queen, we should get us, all teachers should get a stimulus check every month. Every month. Big Moochie, I was going to call you. Log in. Ricky Potts says good night. Big Moochie. I was going to try to call you, Big Moochie, but somehow I lost your number. I'll give you a holler because I wanted him to be on here because he's been on here a few times. And we're going to get him and
we danced on the stage with Big Moochie. He came to Tampa to Bikers Jamboree. We danced with him on the stage.
Wow.
We got videos of that.
In the line business, I don't know nobody more popular than Big Moochie, okay? I'm telling you right now. Him and we were supposed to have them back on, but Cupid. So Big Moochie, him, and we're going to get you and Cupid back on here this time together. You know, it didn't fall through, but he's been on here. So, again, everybody, I'm trying to wait on callers to come back. Somebody
It'll be nice if some of them would. It'd be nice if some of those people pass through to London. You know, come for the weekend. We'll dance with them, and I'll have my videos. And yeah, you never know.
I heard that. That's a challenge, y'all. That's a challenge. There's a challenge. She's challenging y'all. She's talking to you guys. Okay, I know.
Yeah, pass through, man. Just come.
Yeah. No, you never know what might happen. Seriously, you never know.
You never know.
All right, I appreciate that. That's a fact. I got to get in touch with him. We're doing the cruise. I'm in charge of the military. A lot of people don't know Big Moochie was a Marine. Get it, Moochie. Shoot.
You know that.
Yeah, seriously. I'm having a thing on the ship, so I got to get with him. We're going to do some things. So I'm still stalling. I don't know if Carla's coming back, but I don't know. Look around the corner, y'all. See if y'all see him. I don't know. I don't want to shut it down without him.
I hope Carlos hasn't fallen asleep because he looks really tired.
He's at the hotel. Remember, he didn't even make it home. They stopped at a hotel on the road.
Oh, did they?
Wakey, Carlos.
Big Moochie said he might have to take it. Hey, Carla. Big Moochie said he might have to take that trip to London.
Come, Big Moochie, come.
Booked up, he's not booked up. That's a fact. So, well, I'm going to count to 10. He's not back. What time is it? What are we looking at? 8:51. Yeah. We have never ever did this podcast for an hour. I don't know why Queen ever said an hour. That was my trivia question one time. When was this podcast ever now? We have too much to say, too much to do. But anyway, I guess I go ahead and shut it down. Again, everybody, try to get with us next week. This is for Queen. We'll go back to our normal schedule, but we had to take this 200th episode out to honor her and honor what she has accomplished. And I'm looking at Patricia Lowe. Patricia Lowe was my first person that ever interviewed me back in like 2014. I was on a ski trip. She had interviewed me, and I want to thank her for that because, like I said, when people start recognizing people, you know, this is what this line dance community is about. Find a friend, be a friend. It's going to be a crazy world the next, I'm sure, 3 years. So we need to get along, support one another, promote one another, love one another. And like you said, let's be a big family because I don't call it a line dance community. It's too big for a community. I say it's a line dance world. Yeah, it's big. It's big. Yeah, Ricky Potts said Carl's headed for Colombia. Yeah, he's teaching next week. Hey, Ricky. All right, everybody.
Thank you.
Enjoy you. Make sure you check the podcast out. If you missed anything, sometimes I check it out anyway because I just like listening to the interviewers. You know, I do. You learn so much, and it's funny when you listen to it again. Oh, I didn't know she said that. I didn't know she said that. You hear stuff that. But please, I will be putting the videos out ASAP. Okay, Charles Doss Jr. is my page, and everybody know Carla's page. Line Dance Press. Look at it, cry, because I will be. I will be. So, like Patricia said, absolutely a line dance world. A line dance world. I asked Avis, I said, so after the 3,000 people, now what do we do? I think we just go ahead and rent a country or something and just line dance. And we just, there's so many of us. You got line dance ID. You got to have line dance. Everybody's line dancing in the community. Everybody party.
The next thing is
we got to go. That's the country.
London.
That's the country. Yeah.
Yeah, invade London, man.
That's the country. Love that. We get all them out there, and everybody's just partying next door. And you can't, if you can't get in the community, if you ain't got no line dance ID. Okay, that's just happens. But seriously, want to thank you guys. Thank you.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for inviting us.
I'll probably give me a call.
Tell Carlos
everybody else and stuff. So.
Tell Carlos goodbye.
I will.
Yes,
He'll probably come on.
Thank you.
He'll come on since we get off. You know that, right? Okay. Everybody at. So,
good night, Mr. everybody. Charles. Go relax.
God bless you guys. All right.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Enjoy the rest of the week. And spring is